think we're going to go ahead and get started with a Mexican license plate tier list. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. What are the searches? Trending searches? For some reason, it has me on google.co.uk. I don't know why. Yellow Jackets Season 4. I don't know what any of this is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what that is. 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 I don't know. I don't know any of these trending searches. I'll acknowledge what I'm looking for is Mexican license plate tier list. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a Belmont review coming. Love the videos, brother. Yes, sir. Mr. Big Randy, there is indeed a Belmont review coming. Look forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Look forward to it. It will not be coming up like super soon, I want to acknowledge, but it will be coming up within the next couple months, more than likely. I do already have it recorded. It's already edited. It's scheduled and ready to be uploaded. I've got a lot of other videos in order before it. Excuse me. But we have the Mexican license plate tier list maker right here. Now, I need to go ahead and make a tier list of every single Mexican license plate. And for this, we are going to move my webcam down to here, because I think that's going to be the best place to have it, I will acknowledge. Just looking at a lot of these plates, some of them definitely kind of boring. Some of them are a little bit more interesting. I think it's definitely going to help to look at these on Google, to look at a bigger image of these license plates before we actually get to ranking them. So let's go ahead and look at Wikipedia. There we go. Do they have... Yeah, they do have photos for all of them. Except for this one, apparently. And, actually, they don't have photos for a lot of them. Alright, never mind. They actually don't have photos for a lot of them. Alright, we are actually going to look at this. License plates of the world. Which maybe... Here we go. Alright, here we go. So, here's all of the license plates from all of the states. So we've got Baja California, we've got, I'm going to be mispronouncing a lot of stuff. We've got Baja California, we've got Campeche, Chiapas, Chihuahua, Aguas Calientes. Oh, God, I don't speak. Oh, man, it's so off to the side as well. You guys can't see anything. Let me see if I can go ahead and fix this real quick. There we go. Yeah, you guys really are going to be seeing a lot of me mispronouncing stuff, I will acknowledge. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of me mispronouncing stuff. Because I do not speak Spanish. We got Coahuila, Colima, Durango, Federal District, I don't know what that is. Guanajuato, Guerrero, Hidalgo, Jalisco. I think this is just Mexico City. I think. Miahuacan. I don't know how to pronounce any of these. Morelos. Narajai. This is horrible. This is horrible. Oh my God. I'm not pronouncing any of this correct. You guys are seeing so much mispronunciation right now. Najiri? I don't know how to pronounce it. Nuevo Leon, Oaxaca, Puebla, Querétaro, which nobody knows how to pronounce, not even in Mexico. I want to acknowledge that. Quintana Roo, St. Louis Potosi, or St. Louis Potosi, Sinaloa, Sonora, Tabasco, base name, sounds like tobacco. Tamaulipas, I've got no idea. Tlaxcala, Veracruz, Yucatan, and Zacatecas. Alright. So, some of these are pretty nice looking. Some of these are pretty mid, in my personal opinion. Yeah, CDMX is just Mexico, I think so, yeah, because when I was in CDMX, when I was in Mexico City, the plates just looked like that. That's what it looks like, I'm pretty sure, so. Yo, appreciate the dono, Tyler Jones. Appreciate it, my man. Hope you're doing well. You're saying, yo, Jacob, I'm from Raleigh, and I've been watching you since 2022. I think it would be fire if we collabed on one of my videos. No complaints on my behalf. At Tyler Jones on YouTube. Yo, appreciate the dono, Tyler. Thank you so much for the dono, my man. I'll have to take a look at your channel after this live stream. No guarantees. I will say yes or no or anything like that. I will acknowledge. But I do appreciate the support. I do appreciate the donation, Tyler. Thank you so much for the dono, my man. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. I just want to, of course, acknowledge there's no guarantees on anything as to whether a collaboration will or will not happen. So I want to acknowledge that. But thank you so much for the dono. Once again, Tyler Jones. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the dono, my man. And I will have to take a look at your channel. And, well, I'll have to figure everything out after that. I will acknowledge. I can't give a definitive answer right now. I'll have to find out after this live stream when I take a look at your channel to give an answer. I think I'm getting my words all jumbled up, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. I think. Thank you so much for the dono. Once again, Tyler Jones. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by, and appreciate the dono. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And appreciate the collab offer as well. Of course. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. EU plates could never. I gotta admit, EU plates overall, kind of boring, generally. These are super cool when compared to, like, EU plates. Although, I gotta acknowledge, a lot of these are kind of boring when compared to some American plates. Like, main plates just decimate all of these, pretty much. Like, these are, like, not bad-looking plates. They're just, like, not super interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. Like, this one. This one looks really good, though. I like this one. This one's got a really nice design, but, like, the Yucatan plate is just kind of boring. The Veracruz plate is just kind of boring. I mean, like, it doesn't look bad. It's just black letters on a white background, but it's just kind of boring kind of thing. I'm like, it's not bad, but it's just kind of boring kind of thing. Australian plate's got to be the worst of all. All right, let's look it up. That's fucking boring. Australian license plates, boring as fuck. Yes, sir. Boring as fuck. I do like the black on yellow right here though, because black and yellow, good shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, boring. It's Euro style plates. I'm not terribly surprised. It's a boring license plate. Like, this one looks good, and they're very, like, classically designed in my personal opinion. So, like, they don't look bad, but they are boring. Sorry to bully Australian plates. To any Australian viewers, sorry to bully Australian plates. Kobe's, appreciate you stopping by. And these are very classically sort of designed, in my opinion, like the black on the yellow, the red on the white, the sort of like wine on the white, and then the black on the gray. I think it all looks very good. I think it all looks very solid, I will acknowledge. It's all a very nice retro design. I think it looks good. However, it is nothing particularly interesting, without a doubt, I will acknowledge. Was a Commonwealth of England, so that's probably why. More than likely, yes, I will acknowledge. But, alrighty though, now that I have taken a look at a decent amount of these plates, I think it's time for me to actually go ahead and rank them on a tier list. So let's go ahead and start doing that real quick. So I'm going to go in alphabetical order, and S tier is going to be like, man, this is like the best thing ever. There's nothing better than this license plate, and this is like, just holy shit, this is fucking amazing kind of tier. A tier is like, you know, it's pretty solid, but like, there is some room for improvement. B tier is like, it's pretty mid, but like, it does the job. And then C tier is like, it could be a lot better. And then D tier is like, goddamn, this fucking sucks, and there's no room for improvement because the license plate just fucking blows, and it sucks ass. We're going to go with, how do I pronounce this? Aguas Calientes first. We're going to go with this one first, which, as we can see, has a very nice background. on the bottom, and then it says Aguas Calientes at the top right there. Little barcode. Of course, Mexico is very ahead of the times with barcodes on license plates, which is a cool little tidbit about Mexican license plates, I will acknowledge. Overall, I don't think it's the most interesting design in the world. I also certainly don't think it's the most boring, especially when compared to a lot of other Mexican license plates, but I do think it looks pretty solid, and I think it deserves a very solid B tier. I think it's a solid license plate, but it could be better, but it's certainly not bad by any means, hence why it's just mid, I will acknowledge. Taking a look at Baja California, I actually want to just take a look at this one up close and personal because I feel like there's some details that I might have missed about it. Baja California. Let's go and take a look real quick. And I believe, is that it? That is not the modern one. This is the modern one, which is still a tiny image. Here we go. All right, so this one, it's got the red at the top and at the bottom. It's got like brown letters, it looks like, but I think that's actually black. I think it's just color diffusion due to the photo, which is very odd. It is embossed, which is, of course, great. Jacob was ranking the plates of my countries in stain. Wasn't expecting that when I joined. Glad to be ranking all the Mexican license plates on a tier list. Glad to be doing so, you know what I'm saying? Glad to be doing so. Appreciate you stopping by. Hefius? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, I will acknowledge, but Hefius. Glad to be ranking your country's license plates on a tier list. Got to be doing it. I did the United States and Canada a couple days ago, so I figured I should probably do Mexico as well, and that was due to audience suggestion. So I cannot take credit for the idea myself, but figured I should do it as well, I will acknowledge. But overall, Baja California, you know, it just got the red at the top and the bottom. But is this what the plate used to look like? Because this just looks so much better. I'm not going to lie. And then they changed it to this? I don't know. B tier. In fact, honestly, nah, it's going in C tier. I hate to say it. It's going in B tier. No, C tier. It's going in C tier. I hate to do it to him. It's going in C tier. It's not B is generous. I was thinking B was pretty generous, I will acknowledge. But yeah. It's going in C tier. Yeah, I will acknowledge. All right, Baja California, sir. Let's take a look. All right, so we're looking at these plates. These are the plates we need to look at. And we're getting tiny photos, which is not any bigger than the photos we were looking at previously. This is... It kind of bothers me because, like, this text feels like it's too high up. Like, it feels like it's not in the middle of the plate. Like, that bothers me. Is there... Are there any bigger photos? I'm not seeing any. I don't know. It's got that right there, but overall it's very basic. I don't know. I'm thinking another C tier, y'all. I hate to say it. We're looking at Campeche next. Let's take a look. Campeche. And overall, I think this looks pretty nice. I think this one looks really solid. Like, Campeche, they got good. This is a good license plate. Like, the design on the very bottom, they got, like, what is that? They got, like, some leopards with like, some leaves, and it's got a very sort of, like Mayan or Aztec design to it kind of thing, which I think looks fantastic. Yo, appreciate the raid. DN0S0. Appreciate the raid, my man. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by, my man. Appreciate the raid once again. DNOSO. Appreciate the raid, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the raid. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Where is Campeche? I don't know. I have been to Mexico twice in the past, but I don't know the geography of Mexico. I don't know where all the different states are, I will acknowledge. But, okay, down here, that makes sense. So, this is the province right here. So, right next to the Yucatan Peninsula with Chichen Itza and stuff like that kind of thing. And in, I think is this still Campeche? I'm not sure. But there are some pyramids and stuff like that kind of thing. I went to the, where is it? I went to the, oh man, where are they? Is it that? Yeah, I went here. This is where I went. It was pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Fucking massive pyramids. Definitely a touristy spot, not just for foreigners, but also for people from Mexico. But fucking huge pyramids. You don't think they're so big until you actually get there. They're fucking massive. But it definitely does make sense why they've got that sort of Mayan or Aztec sort of design on the license plate. Just simply because they do have some ruins around there, I will acknowledge. And I really do think that this license plate is a great looking one. I think the text at the very top, Campeche, right there, I don't know how to pronounce it. But this is a really, really, really cool text. I think the design at the bottom is really nice. And overall, I mean, like the background is just a clean look kind of thing. I think this looks really solid. And I'm gonna have to say, this is an S tier plate in my opinion. This is an S tier plate. I think Campeche, they have their plate game up, you know what I'm saying? They have their plate game up. So that's a very, very, very solid S tier in my personal opinion. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Let's go ahead and move on to Mexico City's license plate. Mexico City, we're not really getting a good look right here. We're not really getting a good look at the plate. So let's go ahead and look up Mexico City license plate. Modern Mexico City license plate. Is that the what we're looking at right there? Ciudad de Mexico. Yeah, roundabout. I mean, like, the text is interesting. It's got a really interesting sort of etching to it, or like color to it, because it's like black, but then it has like white lines going across like that. That's probably for security, so people get like fake license plates or something like that kind of thing. But overall, it is just kind of a okay. This looks solid, but this is not the one on the plate tier list, so I can't use that one. We're ranking it based on what the design actually is on the tier list, and what we saw was that I clicked off of my tab, and what we're seeing is this one, and this is mid as fuck. Mid as fuck. This is like C tier. Nah, Mexico City can do far better. Mexico City has some badass motherfucking architecture going on. Badass motherfucking architecture. Cool ass shit going on. Cool ass art museums. And this is the fucking best license plate they can make. Look, I'm not trying to shit. I'm not trying to shit on Mexico City's license plates. I'm just saying they can do better. Mexico City can do better. They have beautiful architecture. They have amazing art museums. And I'm sorry, this is what we come up with. C tier. C tier. I hate to say it. It's a C tier. Alright, next up we got Chihuahua. How do I spell Chihuahua? C-H-I-U-A-H-U-A-H? No, that's not how you spell Chihuahua. That is not how you spell Chihuahua. Alright, what are we looking at for a Chihuahua license plate? We're looking at a design that looks like this. Let's just look at it big up close modern. Mexico City plates are so mid. They could at least put the angel. No, for real, for real. What I'm saying, what I think Mexico City license plates need are the fucking Virgin Mary of Guadalupe on it. I think Mexico City license plates need the fucking Virgin Mary of Guadalupe just straight up in the middle of it. That's personally what I think, because the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe goes fucking hard. It go like the art goes so hard. The original painting goes so hard. All the subsequent paintings go so hard. That's what the Mexico City license plate needs. Needs the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe on it, because then it would be a very solid S tier. That's my personal opinion. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's take a look. So, is that the plate we're looking at? Yes. Nah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that in D tier. This is going in D tier. It's just, it's so tempting to put it in D tier, but actually, it doesn't deserve it. It's not like genuinely ugly. It's just so boring. I do like the purple and the pink right there. I do like the purple and the pink. I think it looks good. But this is the old plate. This looks fucking lit. This looks fire. Why did they get rid of this? This looks so good. Just put the barcode in the corner. That's all they gotta do. Why did they get rid of that? I don't understand. This looks so boring. It's such a shame because I'm like, this looks good. This looks good. Why did they change to this? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand. Old plates, gas. No, for real. For real. I will acknowledge, I do like the red and the purple right there. And as much as I want to put it in B tier, I just don't think I can, though. I just don't think I can. I will acknowledge, yeah. I just don't think it deserves it. It's just not as good as that. I am going to move Mexico City's license plate into D tier, though. I am. It's not an F tier, but it is a D tier. But yeah, no. Chiapas. All right. Chiapas. Let's take a look. Chiapas. CHIAPAS. Let's take a look. Teo hit one is amazing. Love it as well. Yeah. No, it's fucking sick. It's fucking sick. Yeah, there it is. Pyramid of the Sun. There it is. Yeah. Teo hit one. Yeah, fucking sick. I wanted to make sure I was thinking of the right thing. But, Chiapas. This is the modern plate. That's not even for Chiapas. Like, this is okay. This is alright. This is like a pretty classic look kind of thing. Why did they move away from this? This is 1998. This looks pretty solid. I like this. But dry indeed. No, for real. It's so boring. It's so boring. No, for real. You know, I'm not going to put it in D tier. But it's definitely C tier. It's definitely C tier. All right, next up we're looking at Coahuila, which I have never been to. Is it? That's not how it's pronounced, but that's the plate. And while it's definitely a more interesting design than the last one, I can definitely say that. The old plate. Yo, that's sick! Holy fuck! Yo, that's a fucking dope license plate. Holy shit. There's a fucking pterodactyl on the fucking license plate. Holy fucking shit. This is fucking dope as hell. Oh my god. This goes hard. Rinduso? Dusu? You're saying, what are we doing? We're ranking every Mexican license plate on a tier list right now. And then after that, we're going to get to playing some Beam and G. I'm currently enjoying my first drink of the stream. Plates lack the personality of state for real. No, for real, for real. I can agree with that. This goes fucking hard, though. Fucking dinosaurs on license plates? Like, goddamn, I want a fucking pterodactyl on my license plate. I want a fucking T-Rex on my license plate. I want a fucking raptor on my license plate. This goes fucking hard, yo! This is, I gotta admit, this is like fucking top tier. This is genuinely top tier shit right here. This is a top tier license plate. Genuinely fantastic. This is the modern one, which doesn't look nearly as cool. You know, it looks better. It does look better than the last couple plates we saw. You know, nice text, nice slogan. Fuerte, Coahuila. S. I don't know what that says. I don't know how to pronounce any of that. Then it just says Magico Ahulia. So like Magic Coahulia, I think, is what they're trying to go with. I think they're trying to do some like play on words there in Spanish, I'm guessing. This text looks cool, and it definitely is less boring than the last couple plates, but it's just not. This one has a dinosaur. Why did they get rid of the dinosaur? Why did they get rid of the dinosaur? That's fucking badass. That's badass. But no. It's B tier. It's only barely B tier, but it's B tier nonetheless. Rip Dino, no, for real, for real. All right, next up, we're looking at Colima. Colima. Let's take a look. Colima. All right, modern Colima plate. We're looking at that. No, we're not looking at that. We're looking at, nope, not that. We're looking at that. All right, so this is what the modern Colima license plates look like, although maybe not anymore, because this one is not popping up very much, but we're ranking this one because this is the one on the tier list. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a far better look than the last couple plates we've seen. The waves are really nice, of course. The Mexican flag right here, green, white, red. Mexican flag looks fantastic. Love it. Has the Mexican eagle that I believe is on the flag right there. Has another seal over there. Says Colima at the very top. It's a very clean, very nice, very patriotic design that I think looks pretty good. And it's not the worst design in the world. And it's also, I will acknowledge, not the best. However, it is so far above its competition. I think it's a pretty clean look. It gets the point across. It's very patriotic. I think it's pretty solid. I don't think it's bad. I also don't think it's the best, as said, but I certainly don't think it's bad. And I think Colima license plate, I think it deserves. I'm gonna have to. Oh no, wait, no, this is not the right one. I'm looking at the wrong license plate. What the hell license plate am I looking at? That's the one right there. And I'm looking at Colima. This is like outdated. I think we're looking at that for this. Okay, well, if it was going to be the other plate we were looking at, if it was going to be this one, I was going to rank it A tier, frankly put. It was going to be the first A tier. Like the waves, S tier, I'm going to Colima myself. Hey, you should go to Colima. Mexico's a beautiful country. I do recommend doing lots of research before you go, though. You know, Mexico's a beautiful country. I love visiting, and I definitely want to visit again in the future. I will acknowledge. But this is sadly not the license plate we are supposed to be ranking. We are supposed to be ranking something different, apparently. This looks solid. Why the fuck did they get rid of that? Why did they get rid of this? This looks sick. This looks good. Why did they get rid of that? I don't understand. Don't make no sense to me. For real. But I can't find a photo of the license plate that is the one that is on the tier list. But this is the closest, I think. This is, I think, honestly, it's got the coat of arms on the back. Pretty basic lettering, but nothing too bad. And you know, it looks solid. I don't think this is like the most amazing plate design in the world. And this one, I mean, like, it's not the most interesting. I think it deserves a very solid B tier. Like this design that we're actually seeing right here, I think it's a solid B tier. If it was like this design, it would be an A tier. I think it would honestly be an A tier. And if it was this design, it would also be an A tier, but it's this design. All right, next up, we're going to Federal District. Federal District. Which is not on there. Federal District. Federal District. What is the Federal District in Mexico? I don't know what that is. I've got no idea. Is it Mexico City? Like it's not CDMX. Is it like a certain area of Mexico City? Federal District is like the old name of Mexico City. Okay, good to know. Huh. But this one has barcodes, so this is like, it's not an old plate. Interesting. Driving a BeamNG looks different, not gonna lie. True. You got a good point. Northwest Territory, Canada is a license plate of polar bear. Yes, I fucking love that license plate. It's fucking gas. The plate we're looking at, though, is, yes, the one we've already got open. You know, we've got a statue right here. We've got nice background. I mean, like, it's more basic look than not. You do kind of have to look up close and personal to really get a good idea of what everything actually looks like, I will acknowledge. However, I think that overall, if you really look at this plate, I think it looks quite nice. You know, I'm gonna have to say, I personally think it's a clean look. And you know, if it had a little bit more going on, I'd put it in A tier. But I think it definitely deserves top of B tier. I think it definitely deserves top of B tier, without doubt. I think it does. All right, Durango. Let's take a look at Durango real quick. So, Durango. Overall, definitely had some nice license plates over the years. We're looking for the modern one, which apparently is not popping up. Which is that? Is that it? I don't think that's it. No, that is not it. That is slightly different. Here we go. That's it. And overall, you know, it's got some nice stuff going on the bottom right there. Green text at the front. There's probably some sort of taxi or something, so they've got different text. Oh, wow, they use different text. This is blue. This is red. This is green. Okay, that's pretty cool. Props to them for that. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. Old Mexico City plates. Federal District was so much better. No, for real. For real. I can agree with that. It looks gothic, which is cool AF. No, I can agree with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that this is like... Oh, there's some fish on it? Okay. This is A tier. This is A tier. Yeah, I think this is A tier, like top of A tier. That's my opinion. All right. What is the next one? What is the next one? That's... we just did Durango. So the next one is EDO Mex. EDO Mex? State of Mexico. Oh, so Mexico City. So there's like multiple Mexico City license plates. Because there's CDMX license plates. Then there's State of Mexico license plates. And then there's Federal District license plates. What the fuck? I'm getting more and more and more confused. Oh my god. Yo. Wait, what is going on? I am getting so confused right now. There's city, state, and old city. I suppose so, yeah. I'm still confused. I am still very confused, I will acknowledge. Hey, we ball, though. We ball. But let's go and look up license plate. So, EDOMA license plate refers to a license plate issued by the state of Mexico, often shortened to, typically for vehicles registered in that state. Yeah, state of Mexico. It just sounds like so confusing because it's like, that would be like saying state of America to me kind of thing, which we don't have a state of America because, well, we do have Washington State, and then we have Washington, D.C., which is equally as confusing. But either way, this is still confusing to me, I will acknowledge. But we ball. They're two different states. Mexico City is one state, and Mexico State is another state. Yes. And then there's Mexico as a whole, which is the country. And then there's federal district. Yes. I do realize they're two different states. But it does get confusing. Don't forget the four Portlands, true. There's Portland, Maine, and then there's Portland, Oregon, and then there's Portland, two other places, apparently. Alrighty, though. What do I think of this license plate? Is it the same one on the tier list? It is. Overall, you know, I think it's got some nice colors going on. Some nice mountains right here. Solid, nice, interesting mountains. Nice black text on the white background. You know, I think it's solid. It's nothing terribly interesting, but it certainly doesn't look bad. And it looks better than some other license plates, without doubt. I think it deserves very solid, high B tier. I think it deserves very solid, high B tier. It could be better. They could make improvements, but I think it deserves solid, high B tier. And honestly, you know, I think I'm going to move up the Federal District plate to A tier. I actually really like it in retrospect. So I'm moving that. I'm moving that to A tier, in all honesty. I think that looks very solid. All right, next one we're looking at is Guerrero. So Guerrero. Let's take a look. So we are... Man, the plate used to look sick. We're looking at that. So, like that. All right. So that's what the plates look like today, and I'm going to be honest. Yeah, C tier. C tier. I'm gonna say it's C tier. I will acknowledge. All right, Guanhotro. Guanhotro. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't speak Spanish. I will acknowledge. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of this stuff. We ball though. Let's. Thank God for Google correction. All right, is this the modern plate? I think it is. It is the modern plate. You know, it's less boring than some other plates out there. It is. It's. Now I'm gonna move this one down. I'm put this one. I'm put that one right there. Yeah. It could be B. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one at the top of C tier. Second. I'm gonna put it in second place, C tier. Yeah. Second place C tier. I think that's where it deserves, in all honesty, I will acknowledge. Guanajuato? 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 Is that how it's pronounced? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is the federal district just black and white? Yes, pretty much. Let's see if I can go back to it. No, it would be on this one. Yeah, which I think, I think this looks fucking sick. Like, this looks super fucking cool. Like, it is just black and white. But it's got the angel right there. It's got the buildings in the background. And as somebody in chat mentioned, it looks kind of gothic. I think it looks fucking dope. This looks fucking sick. I really like it. I'm not going to lie. And, like, even this one looks fucking sick. You know, the federal district plate looks fucking fire. But, what are we looking at next? What are we looking at next? All right. So, I think we already did Guerrero. We did. We're looking at Hidalgo next. So, Hidalgo. Which the one? It's that one. This is the one. Okay. It's got a design on the red. That's a big bonus. But I can't give it any more than B tier. I can't. All right, we're looking at Jalisco next. Now, Jalisco, land of tequila. I hope they have a good plate. Okay. This is pretty sick. This is pretty fire. You know, very basic, but this looks cool. This looks really cool. This, pretty fire too. They got the agave plant on there. But this is not a real Jalisco plate. This is, I don't even know if this is a real Jalisco plate. This is being sold on Amazon. I'm struggling to find what the real plate looks like. All right, no, this is sick though. This is cool. I think this looks good. But this is not what we have on here. This is what we have instead. So, what does it have on here? Jalisco is this. I think we're just going to have to take a look at this image. And this, I'll be frank, I'm like, it looks good. It's got the agave up there and stuff like that kind of thing. Can I expand that? Oh my god. Oh shit, I can fucking zoom in. Oh man, this makes everything so much easier. Oh fucking, there we go. Hell yeah, brother. There we go. All right, so Jalisco, right there. This makes everything so much easier. I'm just zooming the fuck in. Yeah, we got agave plants. We got mountains. I mean, like, this is like nice, but it looks like what's that? What's that YouTube channel art style that's like really simplistic, like the corporate YouTube channel art style? It kind of looks like that. I hate to say, not dissing on the art style, but a lot of places have definitely taken it up and they go with that. I think it could be better, and it used to be better. Like, this just looks better in my opinion. If this is what the license plate used to look like, this looks better as well in my opinion. There we go. This is going to be going in low B tier. Low B tier. High C, low B tier. All right. Mihoen or Mishishoen. I'm not sure to pronounce it. Mikahoen? Not sure. All right. Yeah. Nice font, but it's C tier. All right, Morelos. This looks solid. I don't think... Oh, no, it is the same design. Okay, this actually looks really... I think this looks really nice. I think Morelos looks pretty solid. It kind of has a sort of retro-ish look to it with the colors, in my opinion. And, you know, the text at the top looks good. It's got a nice sort of text on here. I think overall, Morelos license plate, I think this is going to be the first A tier of Mexico. I'm not going to lie. I think this is going to be the first A tier of the tier list. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Second A tier of the tier list. Yeah. Second tier list. Second A. I can't fucking talk right now. Jesus Christ. I've got a buzz going. I need more alcohol to talk properly. I'm not going to lie. Morelos does look fire, though. I think it looks fucking good. I'm not going to lie. I think it looks very solid. Yeah, A tier. Very, very, very solid A tier in my opinion. Classy AF. No, for real. Yeah. No, definitely A tier if you ask me. No complaints on my behalf. Naharat? I don't know how to pronounce it. All right, well, let's take a look at this real quick. And, you know, it's got a design at the bottom, you know. Got some whales and stuff like that kind of thing, but... it's pretty basic at the top. I don't know. I'm thinking it's just B tier. It's just B tier. Nueva Leon. Let's take a look. Nueva Leon. Yeah, we're gonna put it at the bottom of C tier. It's not quite enough for D tier, but we're gonna put it in the bottom of C tier. Now, Owaxa, though, I think this looks pretty solid. I think Owaxa looks pretty solid. I think I'm biased. I like Owaxa. I really want to visit Owaxa, but I think it looks very solid. Got a bunch of people like dancing around or something with a lot of, I think, plants in the background, maybe agave plants. I'm not sure. I think it looks solid. Got a nice text at the top. I don't think it's quite A tier. And it's not the same license plate on that one. All right, so we are going to look up what that is. But the Owaxa license plate on that one. Owaxa cheese. Oh, man, I do want to try some Owaxa cheese, even though I am dairy-free. All right, though. Owaxa license plate, we're looking at that. That's what it looks like. I think that's that. That's fucking boring. I'm like, this is cool. That's cool up there. That's cool over there. But this is... I'm like, the text looks cool. Why? This was like high B tier, low A tier. Food capital of Mexico, so W. No, for real. Oaxaca really is food capital of Mexico. They were going for something, then gave up. No, for real. It's so sad. Like, this design is C tier, but it would have been like high B, low A tier. That's so sad. All right, Puebla. What are we looking at for when it comes to Puebla? You know, we got red over here, but it's like what over here, so we got some changing. It's not just purely all one way. Government of Puebla. You know, a nice little thing right there. I mean, like, I think this is solid, just like mid B tier, frankly. But I think this is very solid mid B tier, honestly. I think right around there is pretty deserving for it. Maybe like right there. I think that's pretty deserving for Puebla. I'll acknowledge. I think mid B tier is really deserving. Quintana Roo. Let's take a look. Quintana Roo. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look. Quintana Roo. So here we go. Here's a not better image actually. Can we get a better image, please? Here we go. Okay, so this is just a bunch of designs over and over and over again. B tier. Quattro. Now, I have not had the pleasure of seeing many of these license plates for myself. Most of these license plates I have never seen with my own eyes. However, some of them I have. I have previously seen Guanjotaro plates in the past. I have previously seen Jalisco plates. I have seen CDMX plates. I've seen State of Mexico plates. I think I've even seen federal district plates and everything like that kind of thing. But the plate I've seen the most of is Querétaro plates, because I've spent some time in Querétaro, which is a beautiful city, very historical, very cool. Highly recommend visiting. I really enjoyed my time there, I will acknowledge. What do I think of Querétaro plates? Having actually seen them in real life, they're nothing special. I hate to say it. Querétaro? Yeah. It's just really amusing, though. When I was there visiting, everybody had their own different pronunciation of Querétaro. So, like, I just was like, fuck it, I'm just going to pronounce it however I want, because everybody else pronounces it differently. And I'm not talking, these are not, like, Americans pronouncing however they want. This is people who live there and have lived there for a very long time, pronouncing it just differently than everybody else. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just pronounce it however the fuck I want. Bro, hype them up just to say they're mid. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed my time in Querétaro. I really did. It was I want to visit again. I really want to visit Querétaro again. I really enjoyed my time there. And the license plate don't look bad on cars. They're not like, wow, that license plate is so ugly. They're not like that. But it's just not that interesting. They're mid. It's just not that interesting. It's low B tier. It's low B tier in my opinion. I hate to say it. All right, we're looking at San Luis Potosi, or actually, no, sorry, we're looking at Sinaloa. Next to Sinaloa. Is that the same design? That is the same design. Sinaloa. I probably shouldn't say anything bad about Sinaloa, should I? I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't say, S tier. I'm not going to say anything bad about the Sinaloa license plate. Sinaloa license plate is S tier. Sinaloa's license plate is S tier. It's fucking amazing. It's a fantastic license plate that is beautiful. It's an amazing license plate. S tier. Yes, S tier. All right, we're looking at San Luis Potosi now. This is pretty cool. I think this looks pretty cool. Where is San Luis Potosi? Where is it? I've got no idea. It's both a Mexican state and its capital city. Okay. Where is it? Maps. That would probably help. It's over here. I had no idea where it was. I mean, like, looks pretty. Cool church. Very cool stuff. No complaints on my behalf. That is for sure. Lots of very cool churches in Mexico, I will acknowledge. I like the church down here. I think this looks pretty solid. I think this is definitely a nice design, I will acknowledge. I mean, like, I think this deserves A tier. I think this is A tier, honestly. I think that deserves A tier. Like, low A tier, but A tier nonetheless. All right, Sonora Desert Institution. Hickok 45 reference. It's just like a community college, and I'm saying it's a Hickok 45 reference. It is. It is a Hickok 45 reference, though. They got a whale, they got desert, they got a cactus. Okay, the bottom is pretty sick. That's pretty cool, but it is a more basic design than not overall. This kind of feels like it's off-center as well. I'm going to have to say top of B tier. I love the whale design. I love the desert design, but it's just like, Make it bigger and it's A tier, but it's just too small for it to be. It's just too small for it to be A tier. I will acknowledge this. It's too discreet of details. Tabasco, base name by the way, because it sounds like tobacco. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Tabasco. Got some nice flowers, stuff like that. You know, basic. Has a very interesting sort of texture to the text. I'm not sure why, but you know, I mean, like I'm thinking. It's another very solid. It's another very solid B tier. You know, I'm thinking it's another very solid B tier. Moving on to what's next. That is, oh man, how do I pronounce that? Tamaulipas. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll acknowledge. However, I don't like the bottom of the license plate. Not my thing. Tlaxcala. Veracruz. Now, Veracruz, I will acknowledge, it does have a much more basic look to it than not. But the text is really big. And it kind of looks somewhat retro. I actually don't mind the Veracruz plate. I'll acknowledge. I actually think it looks pretty solid. I'm going to say Veracruz is actually, believe it or not, I'm going to say Veracruz. Oh, shit, I clicked off my Chrome tab. I'm going to say Veracruz is actually solid high B tier. I'm going to say it's actually solid high B tier. I just like how it looks. I don't know. It's a basic look, but I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. Yucatan. It's basic, but not in a good way. And Zacatecas. Which I think this mountain design looks great. I think this mountain design looks really good, frankly put. This is a very solid... Oh, shit. I think this looks really nice. This is like... This is just as good as... That's going in S tier. All right. I think that, honestly, I think that's the tier list. Is there anything I want to change? No, I think everything is where it should be. Especially Sinaloa. Sinaloa deserves S tier for their license plates. It deserves S tier. Sinaloa's license plates are just fucking gorgeous. They absolutely deserve S tier. Yeah, no, I think everything is where it deserves to be. I will acknowledge. I think everything is where it deserves to be. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit real quick, just so you guys can see the full license plate without me covering up anything. There is the full license plate. What do you guys think? Do you guys think my license plate tier list is right or wrong? Let me know, you know what I'm saying?